Good morning, everybody. I'm Natasha Koo from Feminine Space, and this is my first vlog. And I want to start documenting my days, really special moments of my life, and just all sorts of experiences that I'm having, because I really feel that in each moment is when we grow, when we learn, when we evolve. And so I just want to document it for you so that perhaps some parts of it may resonate for you, or whatever I live through, it's a shared experience with you, so that you can gain whatever understanding or learning through my own experience. So what I want to share with you is that yesterday evening, usually I do a woman's circle once a month, so around full moon. And then yesterday was a time when I started collaborating with a friend, because a friend of mine, she recently went to a course in the UK, and she learned to do a certain dance. It's like freestyle dancing with other women, but with essential oils. So I invited her to collaborate with me, so that's what we did yesterday. And there were 4 of us in total, which is not many people for an event, which is, at the end of the day, it's just like totally perfect who came. And so the Aromadance that my friend led, her name is Wamban, is she had this beautiful playlist, and pretty much we synced each song, every 2 songs, with a certain chakra. So we started like with the root chakra, and we put like a really grounding, earthy type of essential oil onto the soles of our feet or on top of our feet. And from there we moved on and just danced. And for me, that moment of dancing for the root chakra was more just like really being low. I was kind of like doing downward dog type of like my hands wanted also to be on the ground too. So that's how impactful it was, and to set an intention. So each chakra was paired with 2 songs with 1 essential oil. You rub it on yourself, and then it just smells so amazing. But at the same time, she also shared an affirmation and a question. So let me see if I can remember what the affirmation was for the root chakra. I think it is, I'm connected to the earth, and it was also, where am I? Where am I was the question that we could ponder on. So like all 4 of us were dancing, and then we would move to the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, to the heart, to the throat, and here between the eyebrows and the crown chakra. So it was amazing. It was so much fun, and I really could feel moments, especially from my throat chakra, because I know that out of many of my chakras, this is probably maybe my weakest one, or the one with the least energy. So when the song came on for the throat chakra, and I put like the oil here, I could really feel like I wanted to release a lot. So I was doing more like dancing, like just like throwing it out the window, that kind of thing. So that was amazing. So each chakra, you could feel like you want to do a different type of dance, like your body wants to interpret differently, and you can feel that it's just free movement. What I did learn about myself yesterday through the Aromadance is that I like to take up a lot of space. You can't see my arms, but it's like, whoo, like a wingspan. I love to take up a lot of space, and I'm like the type to like jump up and like, woo, twirl around. So I learned that about myself because I already dance a lot. I dance a lot to my favorite playlist in my living room, whenever I feel like it, when I want to take a break from work. And it was held, this Aromadance was held at the atelier of a dear friend of mine, and it's a beautiful space with really high ceilings. And so there, I was just like I'm definitely not a dancer. I'm not professional. I just do it at home. But I could really feel that I was like doing a lyrical dancing, if you know what I mean, like jumping up, twirling around, like woo, arms all around, and like up and down. So that was me, and I didn't realize that that's how my bodies want to express itself when there is a chance to. I didn't realize that I know that I'm really active, I'm really social, I'm really like really energetic. That's how a lot of people describe me, but I didn't realize that it gets expressed through the body through the same way, like it wants to go all the way, and there's little limitations. I felt that throughout the Aromadance with my dear friends and with 3 other ladies, it was just amazing because I could feel the freeing feeling. So that was one, because in the end, one by my friend, we kind of came back together. She led a guided meditation, and just to kind of bring the chakras all together, connect it all, really be mindful and feel into it. And then in the end, we came back, she's like, share 2 words, share 1 word of how that experience was for you. And of course, since we have different personalities in the circle, one girl just like went on a tangent, like shared like a ton of stuff, like what happened during the day and what she was expecting and how it was at the dance, and just like she poured out everything. She's like, oh, that was not 1 word. And then when it came to me, I'm like, I have 2 words, and it was just freeing. And it was just happiness. I was just really happy, to have the music, to have that environment, to have that support of other women, and to pretty much just like live out in your body what it wants to express and feel that you're safe and just like go for it. So that's the Aromadance. And now I want to tie it to the second part of my vlog is about mindful eating. So what happened was, Ban, my friend who was leading this with me, the Aromadance with me, she said, please set an intention or have something in mind of why you're dancing, of what you want to achieve, or where you want this to go for you, or what is this for you. So I fell into it, and I really wanted it to relate to health, because especially with food and kind of like digestion and my gut and just like the whole nutritional aspect. And I set the intention because lately I found that I have quite a bit of not food intolerance, but I've been reacting not well to certain foods, and which has never happened before. So my body doesn't really like salad anymore, and I don't know, I'm also reacting to beans. So I was like, what's going on? I really want to be more mindful. I really want to feel into what it is that my body needs, and I want this opportunity for me to come back to my body and to listen and to go from there. So I just set that intention. I'm not sure how much in the moment of the Aromadance that I truly connected with that goal or that intention. But starting this morning, really interesting. So that was last night. Starting this morning, I realized that I was just moving really slowly. Maybe just had like, those slow mornings when you wake up, you're like, everything's like about half a beat slower. So that was a little bit like me. It's like, did I not get enough sleep? What's going on? But I just kind of went with it. And I did my usual kind of sun salutation. It's a very special one from transformational yoga. But anyways, I did my sun salutation, and I did it so slowly. It made it harder, which is great, fun, challenge. But it made it harder and slower, and it helped me to be completely mindful, like so with my body, with every movement, with every breath. And I do the sun salutation with kind of like a mantra in the front, or a chant, whatever you want to call it. It's should pretty much like honor the sun. I guess that's what the sun salutation is for. So, but like when I sang it, it's just like I could really feel, or I could really envision the sun. So lots of stuff is connecting on many levels, and I felt just like a deeper experience, even though this is a routine which I do, every other day, which is, a pretty basic part of my life, but it changed the experience of itself. So that was quite something. So I was like, okay, so this slowing down and this just going on with my day in this slower, mindful way, I didn't mind it. And I thought, wow, that's a good experience, and I can really build upon this. So then it was time to have breakfast, and I was just like feeling to my body like, okay, what is it that you want to eat? What do you want to feel? Because I was feeling bloated this morning. It's like, okay, so then what is it that you want? And I wanted oatmeal, I wanted bananas, which are just all really, really good for your gut. And I added in the special stuff. I have lots of special stuff at home, like spirulina powder, wheatgrass powder, maca powder, cinnamon. What else? I put in ginger powder. I also put in some dried Chinese fruits like goji berries, and also Longyan. Longyan is a direct translation is dragon's eye, but it's similar to lychee but less hot based. If you hot and cold is something in Chinese medicine, but anyways, so that's what I had, and it felt really good, and I kind of took on the feeling I had from the slowing down and from the really mindful sun salutation, and I apply that for my breakfast today. So usually, I don't know how you eat, but when I'm working throughout the day from home and I'm just like trying to get eating in, I watch something as I eat in front of the computer when I eat. It's not that mindful. It's definitely a portion of my life where I can bring more mindfulness in. So this is what I did this morning. I really slowed down. I really smelled the food beforehand, and I felt the food. Like, okay, there's a banana in here. Well, how did it get here? Well, probably it came from a tropical place. And I thought, well, which country was that? Oh, then I realized, I don't even know from which country this banana comes from. Like, I kind of want to know next time when I buy it. And then I was feeling into like, wow, there are goji berries from China, okay. And then it's like walnuts from the US. And I was just piecing together the story of this breakfast that I'm eating, because there are so many ingredients. And it's just like, where does it come from? And then I become to have more respect, not only for the ingredients inside, but for the breakfast itself and what it's giving me, and how it has a history, and that how it has a past too, and that, there needs to be a banana tree somewhere for it to grow. There needs to be sun, there needs to be someone tending to the banana. And that really gave a lot more meaning to the meal, even though it's just like something very similar to what I eat often in the morning. It gave it a lot of meaning, and I really felt like that by slowing down and really being mindful of what is in the bowl. What am I eating? Where did it come from? How does it smell? What are the textures? And slowing down and really chewing and like actually looking at your food as opposed to somewhere else out the window. If you're eating with someone else, maybe you're looking at your partner the whole time. But actually looking at the food, be like, wow. And this breakfast took me much longer than I would normally eat, which is like super quick, because I really chewed. And then the interesting thing is, like, suddenly I would get like a piece of luya and I'd be like, oh, there it is. And if you eat really fast, the taste kind of just like pass by like a car, and you don't even notice it. Like, what color was it? What brand was it? How big was it? You don't really know, do you? So through this slowing down, I really, really enjoyed my breakfast. And I think that it also brings a level of like blessing, because before I ate it, I was like so grateful of the food that I do have, and the huge variety and where it all came from, and the people who made it possible for me to actually have those ingredients and have that wonderful breakfast. So from there, it's already like gratefulness just happened naturally. And from there, I just wanted to bless my food, be like, okay, thank you for being here, and I'm so grateful for my food, and please give me health and good digestion and everything. So like, if it's just a really meaningful experience, and I find that it depends on what you want, because if you do want more meaning, if you do want to feel content, if you do want to amp up your experience of just living, we don't need to jump, we don't need to go bungee jumping for that. We don't need to go skydiving or take on really like risky, dangerous, crazy experiences in order to have something that's really vivid and something that's really touching. And I think that even just being grateful and mindful and being really here, it makes a huge difference. So that was my breakfast. And I just want to tell you something so interesting that happened. Was as I was really there, I was really, 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 really here as I ate my breakfast, I noticed that outside my living room window, there are lots of birds near where I live, because there are big trees, really old trees, lots of green space. But I noticed across the lawn, outside my living room window, that there were 4 ravens. And ravens are really special. I mean, from that just the Aboriginal symbol and all the symbolism attached to ravens, they are really meaningful and very magical and intelligent creatures. So I saw 4 of them, and they were just, eating something from the lawn. And I thought, this is special, because I don't see so many of them all together at the same time. And I just wonder if it had something to do with just me being so there when I had the mindful breakfast. And I wonder if we are really here and really paying attention to what's happening, not only to us, but outside, if the universe, if the world will actually give us more signs of what we need to see, of just, I guess, guidance and anything that will take us to where we need to go. So that was really interesting. So I kind of connected those two, like, okay, it's happening during breakfast and it's happening during a very mindful breakfast where I'm super present. So that I connected those two things. So that's it. That's my vlog from yesterday night, having the Aromadance with 3 beautiful ladies, sisterhood dance, aromatherapy, essential oils that like make you so alive to this morning, the sun salutation, and just like slowing down and having such a mindful breakfast afterwards. It's just like one thing, when you really flow with the first thing, it's almost like impossible to not keep flowing throughout and just keep on flowing with this really beautiful presence if you get to that state. So that's all I want to share with you. And I guess the takeaway today is really that, enjoy each moment. Be really here, because that meal you have which you take for granted in the morning, there's flavors in that, there's enjoyment in that, there's sensuality in that. And this is just really a choice. It's a matter of if you really want to live that fully. Let that taste touch you. Let that flavor, let that texture, whatever it is, let your experiences touch you. But in order to be touched, you really gotta be there, right? You really have to actually allow yourself to feel. So that's all I have for today, and that's my first vlog. Let me know what you think of it, and I would love to share more, because life is amazing. If we're on the high, we're on the low, whatever we're going through, it's something that's meaningful, and it's something that can touch another human being. So let me know of your story too, how your morning was, and let's go from there. So follow me if you like to hear more. There's so much going on in my life. I'm going to the UK on next Saturday. I'm going to be woofing on a boat that's off-grid, like crazy, right? So I can't wait to keep in touch with you and just share pieces of my life which just touches me and which helps me to grow. And I know that growth only happens in these moments, in moments when we don't expect it, not when we go on retreats or, like, it's just every day that something clicks, every day that, our heart opens, we connect to another human being, when that's where life happens. So I want to share that with you. So I love you all lots. Follow, subscribe, whatever, if you want to hear more. And I'm just gonna keep living, being me, and share with you what I find meaningful. So I hope that touched you, and hope that inspired you, and let me know. Love you so much. And if you want any more resources, because I'm all about self-love, I'm all about women supporting women and just growing a really empowering and supportive experience, then check out, and let's just keep talking. Let's keep this connection. Let's keep growing into who we're meant to be, and love ourselves, and really feel that we are enough and that we matter. So if you want to just keep going with this, then you can also join my close Facebook group, which is femininetribe.com. Lots of amazing goodies in there. You will not believe how much goes down in that group. Just it's amazing, so positive. So hope to see you there, and let's connect there. So have a wonderful day. And again, I'm Natasha, and talk soon. I wish you all a wonderful day.